You're listening to Love Advice with Leanne. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Leanne. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Why, in your professional opinion, do you never take my calls off the air?
Is this Carl?
Yep, it's Carl. I mean, we had a few dates. Everything was great. I thought,
Well, you know, when you switch to Geico, you could save a lot of money on car insurance.
Okay, awesome.
You should call them.
I will.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
You're tuning in to a Goldilocks Productions presentation of the InnerSpeak Soul Adventures radio show with Jean Adrienne. Jean is the creator of InnerSpeak, a method for clearing karmic and ancestral blocks. She's the author of 4 books and 2 decks of metaphysical clearing and activation cards. Jean offers private sessions via phone or Skype, as well as her office located in Blairsville, Georgia. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 657-383-1895. Enjoy this soul-healing show.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to InnerSpeak Soul Adventures. I'm your host, Jean Adrienne, and we're going to have a great time today. You know, we're right at 2/3 of the way through this Mercury retrograde, and I don't know about for you, but it's been interesting for me, and I'll be really glad to see the energy shift on the 4th of May and get back to maybe a little bit more normal. I'm tired of communication stuff getting snapped. And I would love to hear how it's affecting you. So you can call on in and, you know, we'll discuss that. And I'm here to do readings and clearings for you. So I am ready when you are. And the first caller that we have today is area code 440. So you are live on air, 440, and who am I speaking with?
Oh, hi, this is Candy.
Hi, Candy. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. So how can I help you today?
Just can you give me any type of message that you feel I need to have at this time?
Okay. Well, you know, how I work is I use my InnerSpeak cards. And what they're going to do is they're going to come up and clear for you something that's blocking you or holding you back. So let's just take a moment and surrender to Spirit and ask for help. And let's see what the cards are going to say as far as what's holding you back in any or all areas of your life. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So what we're going to be dealing with today, Candy, is something that happened to you in another lifetime. It's a past life issue. And let's just see where that lifetime took place. Let me see if I can get a feel for it for you. Let's see. First, you were a woman. And the lifetime took place in Australia. How about that? And this is like I'm hearing the date 1840. So this is, you know, early to mid 1800s in Australia. And let's see what happened to you. The orange cards in the deck are the setup. So this is going to be what happened to you. And let's just check it out here. So the first thing it says is failure, ruin, and poverty. And the second thing it says is loss of faith in self or others. And actually the setup that I'm seeing around this one, Candy, is that your family was sent to Australia from England because your dad had done something that had pissed off the ruling party. And so, you know, basically what the British did back in those days was they shipped them off to Australia. If they, you know, if you were a troublemaker or deemed to be that, or you went against what the ruling party wanted, they just, you know, put you on a boat and put you to Australia. And so your family had to make a fresh start down there, and you started in poverty. And your dad felt like a failure. because of what had happened. And you picked up on all that out of a really, misplaced sense of loyalty for your daddy. And he had lost faith in himself, and so you tended to lose faith in yourself as well, and in others, and in God to take care of you. So what did it do to your soul? Shame and humiliation is the soul reaction. And there's a stuck belief that we need to clear so that you can let this go. And that stuck belief is, I'm not being taken seriously. So let's clear this. And then I've got some things I want to share about it with you as well. I don't know if any of this resonates with you in this lifetime, but it definitely is holding you back and making you think others aren't taking you seriously. And boy, we don't want that. So I'm going to pull 3 of the green cards, and these are going to be the clearings, and I'll talk you through them, and we'll sort of do them together. That one and one more, this one. Okay, so you've got energetic debris inside your body and out in your field that was created by the thought forms that you had when you were a young woman growing up in Australia. It was a strange country. You were there not by choice, and so you took on, and there's another piece of this. The not taken seriously also has to do with the fact that you were a woman in Australia. And it's been well known since time immemorial that the Australians have never taken their women, their Sheilas, seriously. So women have been for many, many years, not anymore probably, second-class citizens in Australia. So that's part of that I'm not taken seriously stuff. As you've tried to, begin to make a life for yourself, nobody would listen to you. All right, so there's energetic debris inside your body and out in your field. And this stuff looks like mirrors. And what it does is it attracts to you people, places, and situations that make you feel today like you felt in the 1840s in Australia in that lifetime. So I just want you to ask Spirit to round up all of those mirrors that are inside your body and out in your field and take them to the light, get rid of them.
Okay.
Okay,
do I need to say that?
Message. No, it's
Should
all
I say
done.
that?
You already did it. You already did it, sweetie. As soon as you started thinking it, I was watching it happen. It was like a white tornado that just came in and whoosh, and took all that stuff out of your field.
Wow.
We think that everything's linear, but it's not. It is so not. And as soon as you intend something, before you can actually form the words in your head, your higher self is already working on them. And so that's what happened then. All right, so here's your message. This woman that was you in Australia has a message for you. And she's going to give it to you because I'm going to have you in your imagination hold up a big piece of white paper and let her write you a message on the piece of white paper. And when she's done writing, you can turn it around and read it. If you have a hard time reading it, oh gosh, she's got lovely handwriting. Wow. Whew. Penmanship must have been prized back in those days because it's perfect. So what does it say? Do you see it or feel it?
I'm getting be patient, take things slowly. It will come.
Yep. And also, she says, stand in your truth. Don't let anybody pull you off your direction. Stand in your truth. All right.
Okay.
So this is a fragment of yours, Candy, that is stuck in the 1800s. It's a soul fragment that never quite, when you had the opportunity to go to the light, it just didn't for whatever reason. So it's time for this piece of your soul to actually be reintegrated into your divine spark in the heart of source. So what I want you to do is I want you to create for her a bottle. Like the old show on TV, I Dream of Jeannie. I want you to make her a bottle, and I want you to invite her to step into the bottle and put a cork in it. And then I just want you to send this bottle to the light. You can let an angel take it. In fact, Michael is standing right there. He's ready to help you with this one. And let him take this bottle back to the heart of Mother, Father, God and reintegrate this piece of your soul back into your divine spark in the heart of Source. You can watch this happen if you want to, and it's almost there. Yeah, and it just like bursts into a bright light. And just allow that beautiful bright light to reflect back down to you here on the earth plane as your soul gets magnified by having that piece put back where it belongs. Okay, and now you get blessings for doing this work, for having the courage to call in and to clear away this block that has been holding you back and making you feel like others aren't taking you seriously. So you get blessings. Let's see what they are. The first one is a blessing of courage, courage to follow your heart's command. The second blessing is renewed faith in yourself. And the final blessing, well, this is perfect, is the return of your authority, your power, and your confidence. And Candy, it's gratitude that owns every clearing, so just take a moment and give thanks to your angels, teachers, and guides. And I thank you for calling in because, I don't know if all the listeners are aware of this, but every time that we do a clearing, even though this was your issue, Candy, everybody else out there is a part of you and has the same issue. And we just cleared it for everyone else who is listening today or who will listen to this in the archives. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's interesting. In this lifetime, I've actually lived in England for 2 years, and I've visited Australia.
Wow. Yeah, so you've been going back and trying to reclaim this piece of your soul, and now you just did it.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I always love to hear about any past life stuff. It's fascinating to me.
Cool beans.
And the fact that I've been to both of those places, that is really ironic.
I know. A lot of times when people have issues in another lifetime, they will not want to go to the place where the trauma happened. But in this case, your soul has been looking to rectify this, to pull it all together, and now you've done it.
Wow.
So if you go
I
back,
accomplished something on this mission here.
Yes, you did. And if you go back now, when you visit either one of these two places, it will be without any kind of karmic baggage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you so much.
You are so very welcome. So call us again any old time.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And our next caller is area code 803. So who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jean. It's Hillary.
Hey, Hillary. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Well, that's fantastic.
So I don't know if this is part of Mercury retrograde or not, but I'm definitely getting impatient of waiting.
Oh, you sound like Candy. Huh. That was a little bit of what she just said, that her message was to be patient.
Yeah. So I am like this impatience. I'm looking to getting my house ready for sale, and I'm looking to find this next place to live, and I am so anxious over it. I'm being obsessive compulsive about it. So I would like to work on that obsessive compulsiveness so I can just allow it to happen naturally versus trying to force it. Gotcha.
Okay. All right, we'll just take a minute, surrender to spirit, and ask for help. And we'll see what's really creating this OCD. And it's you attacking you. But this is ancestral. So, it's the ancestor male. The female ancestor, is this ancestor on mother's side of the family? No, this is on your father's side of the family. Is it more than 5 generations back? No, 5, 4, 3. It's your dad's mother. So, is she still alive?
No, she's crossed over.
Okay, did you know her?
Yes, and she was from England, actually, which is really funny. Okay, considering the last.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's look at the setup that we're dealing with your paternal grandmother to see why that's causing you to not be patient. So the first card I pulled says denied infidelity. And the second card I pulled says child or loved one taken away. So do you know what that would be all about?
I don't know of anything where any kids were taken from her or anything like that. So I don't know.
It could have had to do with this infidelity, and I really can't see clearly whether she was unfaithful to her husband or he was unfaithful to her. Either way, it was never, they never stepped up to the plate about it, and at some level that created a loss for her.
Yeah.
So
well, my father had drinking and gambling problems, from what I understood.
Okay.
And he used to spend all of his paychecks, and then they wouldn't have any food. So maybe it's not necessarily the infidelity of
sexual impropriety.
Fail.
Yeah, but it might have just been that he wasn't being honest with her about what he was doing, and he was lying about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most likely.
So in order to protect herself, what this did to her soul was that she shut her heart down. And so that's where you're connecting with this, is that you've closed your heart down. So we're going to work on that. And
please.
Yeah. So let's see what the stuck belief is. I'm not lovable. All right. So, when your heart isn't fully open and you're running her belief that you're not lovable, because she blamed herself for everything that her husband did. It's like, if he had just loved me more, he wouldn't have done this, and when we feel that way and we close down our heart, then we block the flow. And things don't happen as fast as we want them to. Whereas if we're standing in our truth and our heart is fully open, then we can manifest bam, bam, bam. So let's clear this so that we can open you back into the flow and you can begin to receive the things that you claim for yourself. And let's pull some green cards. The green cards are the clearings. So the first thing I want you to do is I just want you to ask your higher self to raise your vibration as high as is possible for you right here, right now. Ask your higher self to take your vibration to the vibration of your true worth and claim it. So that's taking you even higher. And I want you to put your attention on your heart center, because that's the one that's closed. And I want you to invite your heart chakra to open and to release all of the wounds that are clogged up in there, all of your grandmother's wounds to her heart that you're still carrying out of loyalty to her. So let them go first. And then allow all the other wounds from your lifetime, from this lifetime, that you've collected along the way, like little marbles. And let them all just come falling out and flop across the floor like little ping pong balls and go away. And now while we're doing this cleanup, I want you to ask your higher self to go find all of the wounds from every lifetime in every dimension. Let's get rid of, that's a good thing to do during Mercury retrograde. And let's let them release, release, release. Oh, that's got to feel better. And now ask your heart center to balance its energy, yin and yang, and to completely heal itself, because it can. All right. And now what I want you to do is I want you to make a traveling vehicle for your paternal grandmother. I want you to create a bottle for her. And I want you to invite her to step into the bottle now that her heart has been healed, And just hand that bottle to Archangel Michael and let him take her to the light, back to her spark in the heart of Source. And I want you to ask her to now reflect patience to you in your divine line. And just open and receive. Okay, and you receive blessings for calling in today. And the first blessing is the return of your authority, your confidence, and your power. And you get courage as well, courage to follow your heart's command. And your final blessing is that patience you're looking for. It's a centeredness and calmness that enables you to see what you need to do and do it. So, you say you've got your house on the market and you are looking to find the perfect house for you. And so my question is where are you wanting to move to?
You know, I think I got clearer on that this weekend, that I want to stay in this same area. After going and exploring all over the county earlier this weekend, I think it's still staying in this Clover area. So I don't think it's far from where I'm at right now. I just think it's a little bit bigger piece of property.
Okay, well, I would ask you to open to possibilities that you might be needing to move, because I'm actually seeing you explore alternatives in North Carolina. It's a little bit farther away. Yeah.
It's that far away.
Huh?
You know, it's only a mile away.
I know, but I think that you may find
I haven't looked in North Carolina.
Actually is in North Carolina, so you might want to get on Realtor.com and explore some of the options that you might have in North Carolina.
All right, I'll look at that, because I've been limiting myself because of my daughter's college scholarships are in South Carolina.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Well,
but
now, isn't she an adult?
Yes.
Is she old enough that she could maintain a residency in South Carolina even if you moved to another house?
It's tricky.
Yeah, but it might be workable.
It might be workable, so I will open up the doors on that and let's see what
And you don't really
there.
have to explore it unless you find something up there that just, makes your heart sink.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Just a thought.
It is.
Okay,
It is.
so it's gratitude that owns every clearing. So just take a moment and give thanks to your angels, your teachers, and your guides. And we thank you for calling in today. Always good to hear from you.
Thanks, Jean. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. All right, listeners, so we've got some of you out there on the switchboard, but you are in listen mode only. And if you would like to get on air with me, you're going to need to press 1. And you may think that you've done it, because I had this problem again today. It took me 3 times to press 1 before I actually got that message from Blog Talk Radio that says, "Thank you, you are now in the host queue." So until you hear that, the producer doesn't actually see your hand raised. So if you're just listening, hey, that's cool too. But if you would like a clearing with me, press 1 and press it maybe a couple of times just because. So until somebody presses 1, I've got some things that I want to share with you guys today. I'm really fired up today. Because the message that is coming into me from Channel relates to some of the things that I've been reading and studying lately, and I'm acting on what I'm reading and studying, and it's making such a huge difference in my life. So one of the things that I've been learning is that I've been selling myself short for these past 69 years now. I first got this from, I had a guy that did my handwriting, and he analyzed my handwriting, and he said that by the way that I write my small letter T, that he could see this, that he said when you write the small letter T in cursive and you cross it in the middle, what it sends off is an energy of mediocrity. And so because I've been doing that, I've been telling the world, well, okay, I'm just middle of the road. I'm not there to be reckoned with. So I'm changing my handwriting slowly but surely, and trying to remember to cross my T's at the top. In order to do that, I had to make it a little bit smaller, so it didn't look really weird. But that was just one piece of it. I'm also reading a book called The Book of Knowing and Worth by Paul Seelig. Highly recommend this book. And one of the things that this book has you do is to claim your worth. And you do it simply by saying, I know who I am, I know what I am, and I know how I serve. And by making that statement to the universe, you're saying that, yeah, I get it. I am a divine incarnate. I am here to do big things. And these two little clues, if you're ready to step into this, if you can just try doing these two little clues, they will help you, because it's making such a huge shift for me in my life. But enough about me. We have another caller, and our next caller is at area code 760. So who am I speaking with?
Well, I'm Carolyn Jean, and I feel so blessed that Spirit brought me to you. I just discovered you and listened to, I missed the first reading, but the one with the second, about karmic clearing and ancestral debt. That is certainly something which I need to manifest a major healing. And the reason I didn't press 1 is you are just, well, so to say, I don't even have the words, insightful, just incredible. But I was nervous. A workman who was supposed to come at 10 could show up any minute. So I thought, if Gene takes my call right when we get into it, he'll ring the doorbell. So anyway, I guess we could just do what we can.
That will be okay. Everything happens, Carolyn, in divine time. So what is it you're trying to manifest, sweetie?
A major, if you can tap into me, a major resurrection, rejuvenation of, just say I've been critically ill and I'm working on a miracle. So, but I need to clear. And I've been told by other readings, I don't want to, influence you, but I'm a light worker and have studied as much as I can, a life full of challenge and adversity, to try to understand and explain, and accept my destiny. And I kind of came to the conclusion, well, I must have been a real stinker last time around, because I'm certainly paying for it this time. But it was explained to me that I actually have, let's just say, I've been kindly told, a very pure heart, but that I agreed this concept to bring in this incarnation a lot of karmic debt from others. I guess I'm a good Samaritan, but and also that I have some ancestral, and I've sensed that, although I don't believe in ancestral guilt, because in this incarnation I've tried to live, shall we say, a righteous life, but I understand from listening to you that can still be an impediment.
Yeah, because what happens is that we're taught that we should love our ancestors. And, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long on the land which God has given to you. That's what it says in the Bible. And how we tend to, what we tend to infer from that is that we've got to take on the debt of our fathers, and again, it says in the Bible until 7 generations. So I will tell you that 7 is one of those mystical numbers, and it really doesn't mean a literal 7. It means as long as it takes until somebody's willing to stand up and go, whoa, the buck stops here. It's time for this to be over with. You know,
it's interesting because I'm a seven numerologically. So anyway, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So I will tell you that one of the things that I'm picking up on, Carolyn, is that your soul is very, very adventurous. And you, not only did you come in saying that you were going to fix everybody else that you came into contact with, but also that you wanted to experience every possible thing in this incarnation so that you wouldn't have to come back again. It was
so
like,
true.
You know, put me in, coach, and let me try it all. So,
yeah, 9 is there.
I
didn't interrupt you. I just want to affirm, Jean, you are so, to say it in kind of hackneyed terms, you're right on, as we said in the you are resonating. Yes, that's so true. That my inner knowing validates exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, so let's see what the cards had to say about this first. But then I've got some stuff that is not contained in the cards, but that is actually contained in the full work that I do. So just take a moment, surrender to Spirit, and ask for help. And let's just see where you set this up for yourself. And in this lifetime, you did it while you were in your mother's womb. That you really kind of said, "Whoa, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take on all of this stuff." So this is a gestational thing. And let's see, was it first trimester, second trimester of your mother's womb? You aren't by any chance adopted, are you?
Well, I felt like a white sheep in a dark family, but no.
Okay.
Let's just say I was a blood relation in human terms, but I've been told I'm from a different speed. Yes, yes, and is it no? Yeah, or yeah, no?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I felt alien. I felt alien. I felt alien to the situation.
All right. Well, and aren't we all? All right. So let's see. I'm going to pull 2 of the orange cards. Let's see what the setup is around this. Okay. Oh, God, I got chills on this one. So your birth mother is not who you had contracted with to be your birth mother. And something happened between point A and point B where the mother that you had wanted to have for your birth mother either died or was barren. Something happened that she couldn't have a child. Oh my God, shit, it's your grandmother. She was too old. Oh, I'm going to cry on this one. Wow.
Oh my.
And so,
oh my, I'm going to cry too.
You felt like that the person that you loved had been snatched away from you, and you didn't. And during that second trimester of gestation, you tried to leave. Because the second card I pulled says suicide. So you seriously tried to leave rather than be born because it wasn't working out the way you thought you had planned. Wow. Okay, so let's see what this did to your soul, because a lot of these serious illnesses that you have been dealing with in this lifetime are, again, exit points that you have created for yourself to try to go back.
Jean, can you hold 1 minute? Can you hold 1 minute? I'm just going to tell him that he has. Sir, I'm so sorry.
No problem. I'm going to keep pulling cards while you're doing that.
Ernie?
Yeah.
Hello?
You know, folks, while she's doing this, this is not an uncommon situation. You know, things happen, life gets in the way, and I find more often than not that we don't end up with the parents we wanted, that we thought we wanted.
I'm back.
But the parents that we end
oh
up
my gosh.
with, they
taking my
are
breath
divinely
away.
perfect, because this is, you're living exactly what you need to be living. So while you were dealing with Ernie, I pulled the soul reaction card, the yellow card, and it says loss of faith in yourself, in others, and in God. And the stuck belief is it's not possible to change, which is why you haven't been able to manifest the healing. Because, you know, you...
Can I just jump in with a question? Oh, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Jean, well, you know, because I've been so ill, my short-term memory's gone, I can tell. Oh, because you kept on talking. This makes so much. Yeah, I had to say I have mother issues. I loved her, and because I'm very loving, and I just longed for, but I never let's just say, received. And her mother, though, my grandmother, was the one with whom I felt such love and affinity. So that makes sense. But I don't believe, I've never, I'm an intuitive and a psychic, I've learned myself. And as I was evolving in the spiritual world, I have a great deal of belief in the divine. I was brought up an Episcopal, but I rejected formal religions in the sense that, I think the greatest atrocities, I'm a student, a scholar, anyway, there's so much we could discuss, but I am in touch with my angels. I believe in the divine. I feel my connection. So I'm not trying to, I guess I'm just asking for clarification, because with all my heart, I feel in the divine. I feel a connection with the divine, which is, before I even heard that term, what I call the universal source, the spirit of love and truth and light. And I feel, so just perhaps you could just clarify that aspect of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I get that you do, you know it all. But if you're still holding on to a belief that is not your belief, it's the belief of a fetus that didn't get the mommy she wanted and couldn't see any way out, even though she tried to leave, she couldn't leave. That the belief is it's not possible to change. And even though consciously you know that everything is possible through grace, if you're holding on to that belief, it blocks it. Does that make sense?
Okay, so it's more of a blocking, because I feel the connection with spirit all the time. Right. I'm a transcendentalist. I'm supposedly from the Pleiades. A lot of your listeners won't understand that, but I've had some readings, but this explains, because there is blockage when you use the words trap. Throughout my life, I've lived had gone through horrendous challenges. And Jean, you also mentioned you picked up on horrendous episodes of illness, and also, but a lot of it from let's just say negative, being targeted. Every malpractice, poison, butchered, and yet I've come back. I laugh and say, well, I was born on Joan of Arc's birthday, and the Epiphany. But so, a lot of knowing has sort of come in to try to explain and help me move forward and manifest and see what I need to do. But all my life, if there were a tarot card, I see the one, I think I'm not sure, Jean, it's a Six of Cups is the one anyway, like out of the illustration of Gulliver's Travels, where you're staked to the ground and there's ropes binding you down. And so even Ernie came. Ernie came about time, but the word you said, trapped, I felt trapped my whole life. And yet I've been given an incredible number of gifts that have been muffled and stifled from manifesting, an incredible number of, and I want, I'm not afraid of dying, because I do believe in spirit. I do believe, and yet I feel I've been told my work isn't done, and that I can get through this final horrendous challenge, physical one. That's what I'm trying to do.
That. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
For you to do that. All right, so where this energy is trapped in your body is in your solar plexus chakra. So I want you to put your attention on your solar plexus. So that's the area of the pancreas, liver, and spleen, and the middle back, between your waist and your heart center. I want you to invite.
Sorry, you're right. You're right on. I know exactly where, and that's where I have a lot of pain, and anyway, a lot of the illnesses in the spine. And it's right. You're right.
Time to let that go. Time to let it go. So I want you to ask your solar plexus chakra to open up. I want you to let it open up in the front and in the back, like a rose that is going into bloom from the bud, and it's opening up into a beautiful flower. And I want you to allow your solar plexus to release all of the old wounds, all of everybody else's shit that you have taken on in this lifetime, because you've taken a lot of it. You came in as an empath, honey. It's part of your life lesson to figure out who is you and who is not you. So just let all of this go.
I'm an incredible empath and incredible sensitive, and I've taken the wounds of everybody
Not
I
your
felt
job.
through,
Not your job.
and I didn't expect thanks, but in return I've gotten betrayal and abuse in the most extraordinary ways.
Absolutely. And I'll explain that to you in a minute when we finish the clearing. Don't let me forget to explain it to you. Okay, so I want you to allow your solar plexus to open and release all of your wounds and everybody else's wounds that you've stuffed in there that have messed with your organs and your glands, your physical body, and your energetic field. Just let them all go. And invite your solar plexus to heal itself. And let it balance its energy front and back, yin and yang. And let it align itself with all of your other chakras because it's out of alignment. It's been pushed out of your body by all of this stuff. So let it come back in where it belongs. Yeah, let it come back in where it belongs. Good job. And now what I want you to do, I want you to go back in time. Go back inside your mother's womb, and I want you to find little baby you. And she is so upset. She's angry. She feels betrayed. She's pissed. And she is scared to death about what is going to happen. This is not working out the way I planned it. What is going to happen? I want you to let her vent. Let her release all of this negative stuff, all of the anger, the rage, the fear, the shame, the humiliation, the entrapment, the betrayal, all of the stuff that she's carrying in her tiny little body. And just let it go.
Oh my gosh. Jean, you've spoken all those words, yes, that I've experienced. Betrayal, abuse, The question
Time to
is,
let it all go.
Yeah, the injustice of having the contract broken too, I think.
Yeah, all of that. But mostly she's just pissed.
I love it. You speak my kind of language, girl.
Okay. And take a deep breath in and let it go. And I want you to let her give you a message. You can hold up a piece of paper and let her little baby hand write for you, print for you a message because she's got a message for you.
Okay, should I grab a piece of paper right now? Is it like writing from spirit?
Do this in your imagination.
Yeah, because I tried to forgive her, and I was devoted and loving to her and did it my whole life. And yet, even though when she passed, as I sat by her bed and made her passing so easy and I think beautiful, and told her I'd forgiven her, I thought I had, but I hadn't. She's still, let's just say, a seriously lingering issue. And yet, as you're explaining things, it wasn't, I don't think it was her fault either. She didn't choose to have me in her. So it wasn't.
But you had to come in. You had to come in because you do have big work left to do, sweetie.
But, I know it was an unwanted pregnancy, too. That was part of it.
Yeah, exactly. But she honored her mother and brought you in for her mother. Just like a surrogate mom. Think of it that way.
Oh, my gosh. My Nana.
Yeah. That's exactly what this is. So what's your message? Actually, I think that is your message.
I was going to say, Jean, you're asking me. You are so profound and wise and beautiful. Oh my goodness, thank you, Spirit, for bringing Jean to me, because I have worked so hard. And there's some, if you will, psychic who say, well, you're not cutting the cords, you're not this. But if you look in my soul, you can see how hard and diligently and assiduously I have worked, because although I'm pretty much evolved and have led, I think, a righteous life, I've tried to study and learn and do whatever is necessary, from meditation to clearing chakras to, and yet none of it is really manifested, to use that overused word.
Because of that belief that happened when you were in the womb. But today you get your wish because you receive blessings from the angels for doing this work. The first one is a blessing of courage to listen to your heart and follow it. The second one is renewed faith in yourself because you do have something big to do. And the final blessing is a healing from your awakened inner. So it's gratitude that owns every clearing. So just take a moment now and give thanks. to your angels, your teachers, and your guides. And give thanks to your mom for having the courage to bring your beautiful soul in. This is making me cry again.
Yeah, I need to finish with her because there's a lot of blame of how I was treated by her. It wasn't just, throughout my life as far as betrayal.
She did not know how to be a mom. And
she did to my
guidebook.
No, but she did to my brother. So,
but you are different, sweetie. You're a gifted, you're a blessed, gifted, wide open channel for source. And you scared the shit out of her.
Well, she abused me too.
In so many ways. Yeah. Well, she was trying to hold you down. But I want to go back, and I want to tell you, just give you a little bit of information about what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be responsible only for ourselves, only for our beautiful light that is our soul. Nobody else, nothing else. The only thing that we can do to support anyone else on this planet is to model our truth to them, to stand in our truth, get clear on that, and shine that light. That's all you can do. Because when you try to help somebody else, they resent it. Anytime you send love to somebody else, if they didn't ask for it, they're going to push it back on you, and it's going to hurt. And that's what has led up to all these feelings of betrayal that you have gotten in this lifetime. You were just trying to love people and help people, and they weren't ready. They didn't ask for it. And, it was almost like you were interfering in their life, and they whipped back with a whip.
Well, a lot of them had a lot of negative energy in them too. That was going on. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I think that's a lot of the dynamic that you so eloquently are articulating, Jean. You are just.
So from now on, you take care of you, and love your light. Stay in your truth. Accept this healing, and step into your power. Know your worth. And go forth and be that light in the world. That's what you do, sweetie. And it's gratitude that owns every clearing. So just take a moment and give thanks. Angels, your teachers, and your guides. And I thank you for calling in. This has been pretty profound.
And to you, Jean, your halo is shining, and you have another feather in your wings.
Thank you. Thank you. I take it.
Blessings, beautiful soul. Blessings and thank you. Gratitude to you. Thank you so much.
All right, and keep us posted. And I know that we missed a caller area code 732, so we're running out of time for today. So 732 area code and 520 area code. If you want to go on my website, right there on the homepage of JeanAdrienne.com, and anybody else who's listening to this that wants to do this, one of the gifts that I give to you is a free consultation with me. We can do in private what I've been doing on the air, and I'm happy to do that to you. Just go out there and it says start now. Just work with Jean, start now. When you click that button, it will put you into my calendar and let you pick a time, and I'm happy to work with you. You won't miss anything. And also, these cards that I've been using, you can buy them on Amazon or on my website, but I also have an automated app, and it's on the homepage right up in the top right-hand corner. If you sign up for my newsletter, as soon as you opt into the newsletter, you'll get a link to the online version of these cards, and you can use them every day to clear away the stuff that's holding you back. You can't mess it up because it's automated, and it tells you exactly what to do, explains every card. Everything that I've said is pretty much in these cards, and it's on that website. So feel free to do that. And if you don't like the newsletters that I put out, you can opt out at any time, and you can still keep using those cards as long as you desire. They're my gift to everyone who wants to do this, because my goal is to touch as many hearts as possible and help you to stand in your power, to do what you came here to do, to claim your worth, to know who you are, and to be the best that you can be. So I'm really sorry I didn't get to 732, and I don't have time. I don't want to cut you short on 520. So either call me up, hook up with me, and we'll do this in private, or call next week at 3 o'clock. If you get in there sooner, then, we'll have more time to work with you, because I don't ever want to cut anybody short. So I love each of you deeply and dearly. I cherish this time every Monday, and I look forward to working with you every week. So until next time, remember, people who take responsibility for their lives create the reality they desire. Much love. Ciao.
Daddy, where do babies come from?
Honey?
Mommy went to the store.
Oh, well, you see, there's a mommy and a daddy, right?
Right.
And see, when they call Geico, they could save a bunch of money on car insurance.
Oh, really? And that makes them happy?
Yes, that makes them very happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could have this talk, Sunshine.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.